Whilst there are very few books out there at the moment, one of the key megatrends in our accounting and finance profession around finance business partnering, there's still loads of books there advising us on business and leadership skills. So where does an aspiring finance business partner start? And on this week's Monday Memo, I'd like to share with you my thoughts on perhaps maybe the top 5 audiobooks that will give you the biggest bang for your buck. So first up is Adapt: Why Success Starts with Failure by Tim Harford. And this is a medium length audiobook. And naturally, the quest for any business success involves a constant experimentation, and with experimentation, you've success, you've failure, but the chances for success are substantially improved within workplaces that encourage, supports, and recognizes prudent experimentation. And as finance business partners, we can help establish those constructive environments. And this book in particular is littered with really good stories, really good memorable stories of failure and success, from like the Soviet Union's pathological inability to adapt to practical methods that allow us in finance to challenge the status quo and improve the chances of making experiments more survivable. The second book I'd like to share with you is The Coaching Habit: Say Less, Ask More, and Change the Way You Lead Forever by Michael Bungay-Stanier. And I found this very useful because in our roles as finance business partners, we're often expected to be trusted advisors, and we're always willing and keen to help our businesses be more successful. As advice monsters, where we're constantly telling the business what to do instead of empowering them by perhaps asking the right questions to help our partners learn how to think through their problems in a more useful way. And also this is the benefit of meaning we've more time to spend on other more strategic items or scaling our impact across the rest of the business. And I found this audiobook a great resource, particularly its 7 questions approach. And it also comes with a website full of other resources to follow up on once you've listened to it. Now, the next one is an absolute must read. It's The Fourth Industrial Revolution by Klaus Schwab, who is involved with the World Economic Forum. In accounting and finance, we're expected to keep up to date with all the major trends and developments out there affecting the businesses, the economies and the industries we operate in, whether they're happening today or perhaps they're on the horizon coming soon. And this book provides a very useful synopsis to cover the core ground on the drivers, megatrends, and like the different cognitive computing technologies coming together and the rate of diffusion and how it compares against previous industrial revolutions that we've seen over the last few hundred years. Then one of my favorites, because it's not your traditional business book, is called The Goal: A Process of Ongoing Improvement. It's the 30th anniversary edition, and it's by Eliyahu M. Goldratt, who actually plays the voices of one of the characters on the audiobook. And it's quite a long one, but an absolute fascinating story. Because one way as finance business partners we can add value to the business is that we can help optimize existing processes to achieve the overall goal of any business, which is to make decisions that are productive. And this is not a textbook in the traditional sense. Instead, it's more like a business novel about the main character, Alex Rogo, who's a factory manager at Unico, and he has only a couple of months to revitalize his plant's fortunes to avoid its closure. And along his journey, we learn practical key lessons around focusing on the right metrics, being productive, managing change, and overcoming bottlenecks to improve throughput and ultimately make more productive decisions. So a very useful and fun story to listen to. And you can really feel like you're living through his trials and tribulations. And finally, I want to share with you a book I covered recently called Principles, Life and Work by Ray Dalio, who actually narrates most of the book, which is the longest one here in the list. It's nearly 16 hours long. And who better as a finance business partner to hear about how to be successful in the world of enterprise and finance from the guy who's created the largest hedge fund in the world. And in it, Ray Dalio has developed a number of principles and he shares them with us, particularly his having an idea meritocracy where we strive to achieve meaningful work, meaningful relationships through radical transparency. It's a must listen to anyone, particularly finance business partners, looking how to practically systemize the value we add. And these resources are here to help us build on our existing strengths in the numbers and supplement the skills we already have. And given we're at the start of a new year, I just want to wish you all a fun, rewarding and successful 2018 in your careers and also in the impact you're going to make in your businesses. And until next time, take care and let's keep building our strength in the numbers.